Whether it's posing for a photo, making an Instagram story, or vlogging yourself like I am doing right now, the result is going to depend a lot on you being comfortable and confident in front of the camera. Even if you're not a YouTuber, I think every photographer, every filmmaker should care about this. Why should you care about this? Well, being comfortable in front of the camera is not only a skill important for you, but it's also important for the clients that you shoot. And if you as a filmmaker or a photographer can translate that feeling to them, make them feel comfortable in front of the lens, the results are going to be 100 times better. For example, you're doing an interview of somebody, well, obviously he needs to feel comfortable in front of the lens to tell you his story. Or maybe you're photographing a couple, well, the more relaxed you can make them feel, the more natural the poses will be. Maybe you're shooting an ad for a business owner who has never been in front of the camera. Not many people are going to buy his product if he doesn't feel comfortable in talking about his product. And most YouTube tutorials focus on technical elements from photography or videography, but trust me, if you can apply this to your photo shoots or video shoots, you're gonna have way better results. The clients are gonna be way happier working with you, and it might separate you from all the other people working in your area. Whether you're doing a photo shoot, see man, it's okay to mess up. Start with a video, it's morning, sunrise, hey, happens man. So don't sweat it if you mess up yourself. That's why you can cut, that's why you can take multiple takes, that's why you edit out the bad parts. Tip number 1, please don't compare yourself with other people. For example, here's 6 very painful seconds of my first video. What's up YouTube? This will be my first video. So yeah, let's do this. You have to remember the people that you watch might have been doing this for years, maybe 10 years on a daily basis, and with you it's the first time. So don't feel bad, it's not natural to point the camera at yourself or a client. Everyone has to go through this, and remember the videos that you see from your favorite YouTubers are oftentimes just 10 minutes from 2 hours of shooting edited down to those best 10 minutes, so they still mess up themselves. This brings me to Sorry, it's okay. This brings me to tip 2. Consistency and practicing is key. Your first 50 times will suck. So instead of waiting and waiting, get them out of the way as quickly as possible. Hell, even shoot footage that you throw away. Shoot yourself on a daily basis. Throw away the footage if you don't like it, but at least you're practicing your skill of being in front of the camera. Learn how to use your hands to emphasize what you're saying. So I'll give you a quick example of this. Imagine me being here and saying the next thing. Hey guys, I'm here in this very beautiful place. It's really amazing around me. It feels pretty awkward, let's say, versus me saying, hey guys, look where I am. This is amazing. Just look how beautiful this place is. Now don't start going all crazy with the hand movements because, well, that doesn't make any sense. To be honest, I'm a little bit guilty of that myself. Just a little bit ADHD and too enthusiastic maybe sometimes. But use your hand movements in the correct way. For example, if you're saying, hey, this was a very small piece of cake that I ate yesterday. Obviously you do this. If you maybe say, hey, look where I am. This is such a big pool. Look how big this is. Make some gesture like this. Another tip is, don't just talk to a camera, but actually imagine talking to a person. So who is this video for? Who is your audience? And then imagine talking to them. Very important tip, be real, be genuine. Honestly, right now I feel a little bit messed up. I only slept 3 hours trying to wake up for sunrise and I'm doing it. But still not really in the rhythm. So I'm not gonna pretend now that I'm super happy, super bubbly here. I'm not super high energy. No, I still am just by nature a little bit of a high energy person, still quite okay, but I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna be overly enthusiastic or smiley right now because I do feel a little messed up, to be honest. Be genuine, be real, show your real emotions and share that with the camera and your viewers. Something that really helped me, and especially in the beginning, is listen to the music. You're a little bit more in your own world, and if you shoot clients, you should bring a little speaker, ask them what their favorite music is and play it. It just brings people in a good mood, makes them feel comfortable, just have a good time while you shoot and take photos. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and let's go on to the next tip. One of my favorite tips is jump into the deep end. For example, probably one of the things you're most fearful for is vlogging in public. For example, right now here in the supermarket, I'm gonna be honest, I had that a little bit myself too when I started out. But sometimes you just gotta do it, so just get your camera out, go to the place that you're most fearful for of vlogging in, and just start doing it. Because you see, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I can even start. Alright, one person cared. But it's fine, you know, it was 1 second and now she goes back to her life because people don't care about you. People care about their dreams, their problems, and I can promise you they don't really care so much about you vlogging. So don't worry about it, just go ahead, bite the bullet, jump into the deep end. The next tip is eye contact with the camera, with the lens, so with the viewer. Now don't become too weird about this, because for example, if I am staring into your eyes like this, talking to a robot and staring you guys into your soul, it might become a little bit awkward. In a real life conversation, you also look at the person, you look away sometimes when you talk about things. So don't make it weird, don't become super obsessive about staring straight into the lens, but just be natural. Remember to keep some eye contact with your viewer. Next tip is don't ramble, but also don't be a robot. So for that reason, I have a little bit of a script on my phone. I try to not read off the script off my phone. I just have some key points that I want to remember to mention to you guys, so you actually have value and good tips, for example, in this video. But I don't want to become this robot who memorizes the script and then word by word has to say it perfectly, because then it's pretty hard to show some emotion and actually be a normal person talking to the camera or actually talking to the viewer. This tip might be a no-brainer, but obviously it's way easier to be comfortable if you are comfortable. So that's, for example, why right now I'm filming this here on this table. For me personally, I like using a table sometimes to put my hands on. It just feels a little bit more natural than me being in the middle of a room, for example, on an empty chair with nothing around me and not knowing what to do with my hands. And for your clients, put them in settings that feel natural for them. For example, put the business owner behind his desk, put the couple on a beach holding hands and walking together, whatever is kind of a normal, natural situation that they usually do. Be yourself, but be a slightly more engaging version of yourself on camera. And that doesn't mean not being yourself or pretending that you're somebody else or not being genuine and real with your emotions, as I said. But you do gotta remember, everything feels a little bit different on camera. The way you talk with people in real life doesn't feel the same like when somebody views you on camera. So you gotta just be slightly a little bit more out there, slightly a bit more exaggerated than what you would usually do, but not to the point that you're not yourself anymore. You know, it's a thin line between just expressing it in a better way for the camera versus expressing something different. That's why be yourself, just 10% extra. Just sprinkle a little bit more of yourself on top of yourself. This tip is maybe not so much technical or real practical advice, it's more of a mindset, a mental thing. The thought that I oftentimes have is, well, you're doing this anyways, so if you're doing it, why not do it as good as possible? So instead of worrying about what people are thinking about you doing it, or whatever is going on around you, worry about, well, I started doing this, so if I'm doing it, if I'm taking my time to actually film these things, why not do it as good as possible? As you can see, I'm in a very zen place here. That's actually my next tip. Don't be nervous. You know why? There's actually no reason at all to even be nervous in the first place. You can take a second photo, you can take another shot, you can throw everything away in the edit, you can cut it. So you have no reason at all to be worried or nervous about your shots. If you wondered about the video quality in my video, well, check out this video that I have about which lenses I use to vlog with my Sony, which I think are the best lenses for your Sony vlog setup. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Jonah out!